what they did is, because it was pointed down, and so they pointed it over this way so I couldn't read it, but I'm reading it right here at 700 microteslas. So what I'm picturing, because I've seen the guy next door to me, I saw him in a window with one of these ground weapons, and so it's kind of like a holster type thing, and I guess I'm picturing they put it on some kind of pod and then just point it down. And what they did is they just turned it up like this. They turned it this way. So this device is really good. This Android Ghost EMF device is very, very good, and you can really catch stuff because you don't. The sensors on the front will catch it even if you're not pointing it exactly the right way. If you're just pointing it in that direction, you'll get a good reading. That's what they did. They just took it because it was pointed straight down. And I was getting like 1,200 reading of microteslas right there. And what they did is they turned it this way. They turned it like say it was pointed down, then they went like this while I was reading it. And so now over here, I'm reading 700 microteslas right there. That's what they did, I guess, so that I maybe wouldn't read it over there. But I'm still getting a strong reading because it's putting out a huge cone of electromagnetic frequency. I can feel it on my shoulder. Like I can feel it on my shoulder over here and my neck. Wow. Not doing too good, guys. It's kind of scary. I mean, this isn't from fear that my voice is shaking. It's just from being, like, I feel nauseous. And my head hurts. I do have that enclosure right there, but what I might do, since I'm getting some low readings in here, I might, now they're hitting it remotely. They're hitting it, this is remote, it's about a 90 microtesla reading. So they're hitting it remotely. They're trying to switch it up because I'm getting it on tape, and I'm getting it on video. So they're trying to figure out what to do to kind of make it, I guess, for people who aren't TIs, to make it look disjointed or look like I'm getting messed up readings. But so they're hitting it remotely now, which is about a 90 microtesla reading. They're actually hitting the meter right now in this room, and y'all do realize all it does is prove it more, because y'all remember I was in this room getting a 20 microtesla reading. That's not somebody above me. That's these people remotely hitting me. And they hit me, so they've got a remote beam that hits me, and then one right there coming down at an angle to my bathroom, like it's coming like that. And then they've got this one that was pointed straight down, but what they just did when I was getting the reading is they turned it up like this, so I got the reading over here. Oh wow. Those weapons are right above me. That's shocking to say the least. I guess that's why they were taking the carpet out. I thought I saw the guy. I thought he was moving out because there was a wreath on the door, and they took the wreath off. And so I was like, well, I guess nobody's in there, because I didn't hear him. But I think that they were involved before. It just wasn't coming through the carpet very well. And I wasn't getting measurements, so I was tricked into thinking that it was all remote. I heard them pouring stuff in my pipes, but I thought maybe that could be V2K. But I think this kind of establishes that there is somebody above me. It's too powerful. 1,200 microtesla reading would not be remote. Is the heaviest they've been able to hit me remotely is like 100 microteslas, maybe 120 microteslas. That's 1/10 of the power that I'm getting right above there. And see, right when I walk into the room, see, it's like a back up, and it is 30. It's like 40 microteslas. I don't know why it's blurry. Can't get it at the right. It's about 40. We'll walk into the room. Starts going up, starts going up, starts going up. Now it's at 100 and something down here, where I was reading 60 something before. So they're messing around with it. It's definitely not remote. I don't know what I can do. Because management won't believe me. You know, they're bitching about my dog and stuff, getting her shots, and there are people right above me. I mean, this is powerful stuff because when I enter the room, it's making me nauseous. But I'm gonna figure something out. What I may do, I may just, because my mom's not coming to live here, so I may take the plates out or something and move them to this other room, and maybe make them have to move it or shoot it across, because I have plugs on the walls too. So these plugs and these plates, I haven't noticed how they've affected the number, I guess because it's so powerful and it's so near. I'm going to kind of see, I'm going to watch that because I put one of my plates pointed up right here, and I just did that today, so I'm going to see how that affects it. Also, I put a plate pointed up right here, and then that plate in the back over here. I may need to turn that plate more, well, I guess that's a pretty good position right there. And I'll kind of check on it later. I'll keep doing updates, but that is a pretty certain thing. I guess I might just go knock on their door just to meet them and ask if I'm making too much noise, just so I can see their face, and in case something happens. I mean, not anything from me, but just, I mean, just so I'll know, because my mom is going to come live here, so I'm very worried. If they start making a lot of money and they have those weapons right above me, they might just move on to my mom when she moves in here. Because I mean, I'm like an innocent person, so and I'm pretty sure they're remotely neural monitoring my parents, both of them. And after what they did to my dad, I'm just not sure. And there's my e-cig, Mike. So go ahead and make fun of me. Mike was saying, stop smoking that e-cig. Love you, Mike. So guys, comment on this. I'm at about 35 minutes. I'll go to 45 minutes. This is a pretty important video because it tells me a lot about what I need to do, which I have no clue. I mean, I know that, like, if I want to defend, I'm gonna need to put some aluminum foil up there. I'm gonna need to just put it on the ceiling and then do some readings. That's what I might do, guys. I might turn that fan off and then just do a spread of aluminum in that spot, and see what kind of readings I get. Maybe put 2 layers. I'll put 1 layer, do readings, and then I'll put a dual layer and do some readings and get them on tape, and just try and keep experimenting, since I do have weapons right above me and they're hitting me remotely. And see, look, it's in the hall, and it's only that's about a regular reading. It's a little bit elevated because, you know, I'm getting something from there. Like, if I point it directly at it from the hallway, I'm getting like a 40-something microtesla reading. Like about 40 microteslas. These things are great. This is the best. I'm going to look for an app on my iPhone. But thank you so much, James. I mean, thank you so much, because I wouldn't have known what was going on. And I did at first think that, you know, he had made a comment that maybe it was a remote weapon, that they were kind of remotely controlling my main organizers who are hitting me with radar. But the way that there is somebody up there, so they are placing them. And just now, somebody up there, the reading that I was getting was straight down. It lowered, and then they did this, like it was straight down from there, and they did this with it. They turned it so it was hitting over there, and I got the reading over here. I got the reading further down. So that's just what happened just now. Like, I can figure that out because the reading was like 400 right below it. So it's kind of coming off in a cone from that weapon. So it must be a square-fronted weapon that's like kind of pushing it out in kind of a like a square, like say that like the squares on the front, so it's pushing out in kind of a square form, but kind of spread out is what I imagine. That's just what I'm imagining, because that's what I saw in my main organizer's window when I lived in that house. Just excuse I'm not nervous or anxious. My chest hurts and like I'm nauseous. I'm feeling very sick, especially when I walk in that room. And I went in there. You know, this morning I kind of thought, you know, those are too high. The readings were too high, and I thought maybe there was nobody living up there, and what they had done, what my main organizers had done, was maybe get the maintenance guy to just put something that would give a high reading, because I've gotten high readings off of dryers before. So some things you'll get high readings, but it's not like they're putting off microwave radiation. It's just given some kind of false reading. I guess maybe they do, but it's very compressed microwave radiation that's not going in a beam towards you, so it's not dangerous. And I thought that may have been what it was, but I can feel it when I sit down. Let's see what reading I'm getting right here above where I sit. I'm getting about a 50 microtesla reading. About 40, let's see. That seems to be remote. 50 microtesla. It's about 50 microtesla coming down right where I sit. And this is my room with the enclosure, and I have the rope to kind of hold it up. But I don't know, with that kind of power coming down on me. Well, it's about 60 when it gets down here. So maybe I'm freaking out. I mean, it's like, see, when it gets down here, it's like 65 microteslas. It's just very powerful, I guess, the mouth of the weapon. Let's do it one more time, guys, since I'm almost about to hit 45 minutes. And I'll go ahead and put this up straight away. Okay, see, so right here I'm getting a kind of elevated reading, a largely elevated reading of 600 microteslas. But not as bad as 1,200, I guess is what I'm saying. Let's move it far enough away. It's having a hard time focusing. And then this over here. Okay, so I'm getting a different reading over here to 100 microteslas. So they went ahead and pointed it down again and turned it down. Is what I'm guessing. This is what I'm guessing, guys. About 700 microteslas right here. So it's pointed like this. It's pointed down like this. That's how it's been pointed down right there. And it's not remote, because I just, from that reading that I just took over here, and then a lower reading right here, they had done this with it, is what I'm thinking. So yep, bad news, but awesome EMF detector. Thank you so much, James, and I'd really recommend this, guys. You know, it helped me to figure this out. Unfortunately, it was like after they took carpet out of there, and they did put something down. Like I can hear the guy get off his bed, and like sometimes I can hear a thump when he put stuff down. I can hear him pouring stuff in the toilets up there. But I could hear him stomping somebody. He might have a girlfriend or a wife. I'm not sure. There might be two people living in there. I heard somebody stomping in this room. Maybe turning stuff down or turning stuff up. I'm not sure. But I'll see what I can do. I'm getting it on 45 minutes, so I gotta kind of wrap it up, guys. Really sick right now. Just like my whole head feels like it's just kind of like my eye sockets and my head feel kind of dry and like they're burnt. But what I might try and do is I'm going to put some aluminum foil right there in strips, and then I'm going to take a reading and try and get it on tape. That's very unnerving, because that's really powerful right there. But when it gets down to here, it's only 70 microteslas when it gets down to here. So just if I go, I can't get right up there. When they put it up to 1,200 microteslas up there, then it's probably going to be reading more down here. Then it'd probably read about 200 microteslas when it gets down there. That's disconcerting, to say the least. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I know if I'm going to defend here, because I tried so hard to get my dog get my dog to be able to stay here. So I kind of want to hang in here for a little while and finish up my charity work, finish up the